Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name's Brittany and you're watching Today we're back with another Shop My Stash video. I upload these weekly either on Monday or Tuesday. This is my eyeshadow drawer. We're starting off down here because I'm pulling a eyeshadow palette from here instead of the new drawer. But last week we chose out the Plushies palettes. The first one had a little bit more brighter color scheme, and then the other one I just kept in from the previous week because I had not used that blue shade yet. I'm going to put I think I used this one time, like where I didn't use the shimmer from another single, so I'll put that look on the screen right now. With that look, I think I used this orange color, that pink color, and then that pink color over there. My problem with this palette is I wouldn't go for this. I would go for this because I can't get away from these colors. They're so great. The Sweet Blends, which is this one, is absolutely amazing. I love it. I'll show the other looks that I got, but all the other ones I used a Jelly Matte Shadow or a Stila Glitter and Glow, so I want to highlight those when I put up on my singles. But yeah, I think maybe if it was like fresh off summer, I might like this. Although I used that yellow and it kind of just looked like, I don't know, it doesn't show up vibrant yellow. It kind of looks like a bruise, to be honest. That orange color was really cool. I don't know, I just favored this one, and where I kept them both in, that was probably my mistake because I just kept gravitating back towards the other palette instead of this one, which is the Fresh Squeeze palette. But we're going to put both of these up. And I really liked that I got to use my singles with that. But this week I want to pull out this one. I had this one in mind. Actually, if I had a chopping block drawer, this would be in the chopping block. It looks really pretty, right? This is the Becca Volcano Goddess palette. It looks really pretty. I just remember when I used it, like, it just didn't give me what I wanted. The shimmers looked weird. I don't know how to describe it. I can't even remember what it was, but I remember the glitters just didn't look right. But I'm going to pull this, and if I don't like this, I may end up decluttering it. But you guys know it would have to be an absolute, like, complete fail for me to declutter something. But yeah, I wanted to use this before we get completely out of summer for these shades right here. So I'm going to pull this, and that's all for this drawer. My new drawer. Last week from the new drawer, we chose out the Sweet Blends Lime Crime Plushies palette that I already put up, and also this Villains Collection ColourPop Jelly Matte Shadow in Just Your Voice, and I'll show that when I put the singles back. This week I'm going to do something completely different than I normally do. I'm going to pull out the Lancome Le Base Pro. I'm scared of this. I have combination oily skin, and this just looks like an oil, so I have a foundation in mind that I want to pair this with, though. With the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, it made me think of that one from the last one that I haven't used yet, and this, the Too Faced Sun Bunny Bronzer. I don't have many bronzers, if you've watched, as you know, and I want to just put another bronzer in rotation, so we're gonna pull this one, and that's all for this drawer. Everything Face drawer that isn't a blush highlight contour bronzer. Last week for foundation, I chose out the Kat Von D Lock It Tattoo foundation. I do love this foundation, however it is very dark, and I don't know, I just feel like the first 2 days of spray tan, this one worked out, and then we did not work out. But I love it. We're going to put this one back. And this week I thought for that primer, let's pull this one. This is the Dior Forever Skin. I have it in 2 shades just because I go in between these two. I like mixing them. I don't love this foundation. I feel like it's not the coverage that I want, which will pull something for that. But I feel like it also picks up on textures, so I thought that the Lancome primer might work good with this. So we're going to pull this. And then last week for powders, Of course, I use the Rimmel Stay Matte. We're going to keep that one in. I like using it for touch-ups. And I pulled the Cover FX powder, and I absolutely love this. This is steadily becoming a favorite, but I'm going to put this one back. And this week I'm keeping in that Rimmel Stay Matte, and I'm also pulling this Maybelline Super Stay foundation. It's a powder foundation just because the Dior isn't giving me the coverage that I want. So I'm thinking maybe if I pair it with this, I will like it more. So we're going to pull that. We already have a primer, but I need to put back my primer from last week, and that's the Bobbi Brown. This just feels so good on the skin, and it is more moisturizing, but for whatever reason it really does not cause me to be oily, even though I have oily skin. It works really good. I love that. And then for concealers, last week for concealer I used the MAC Pro Longwear concealer. I love this one. It's right up there with this next one I'm going to pull. So I'm pulling the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and I'm almost out of this, so I've been pulling it with my Becca Brightening one. So we're going to pull these two. This one is up there with my favorite, so yeah, I can't wait to use that one again. For setting sprays, I pulled 2 last week because I thought I would run out of the Morphe one. The problem with that is I would confuse the two, so I wouldn't like always use the Morphe one. Sometimes I would use the Revlon one and be like, oh no, that's supposed to be when I run out of the Morphe one. So for that sake, I'm going to keep in the Morphe one because it's so close to being done. It might last me the whole week though. So just in case, I'm going to put up the Revlon Photo Ready setting spray and pull it if I do run out, but I don't think that I will. I think it'll last the entire week. So I'm going to I'm going to put that one back. For moisturizers, I have had this in the Honey Drop Pharmacy. I may consider pulling another one for a little bit just to give my skin a break. This causes serious breakouts on me, and I mean, it's not my favorite, so, but I just hate decluttering an item, and I feel like if I put this back in my collection that I will have a lot of trouble pulling it. But you can see how much I've used. Yeah, maybe I'll just have to up the skincare game for a little bit until I finish this off. So we're going to pull this. And that's all for this drawer. Highlight, blush, bronzer, contour drawer. So we are going to keep in the Kat Von D Shade and Light like I always do. I use this right here to set my under eyes, this to set my lids at times, and I'm going to use this for contour as well. With all the products that I had last week, it was a little bit overwhelming on my vanity with all the singles and then there was just a lot. So we're going for minimal this time. So I'm going to pull that, and I'm going to put this one back up. This is what I used for contour last week. It's just an e.l.f. cream contour. I really like this. It's not as good as the Too Faced one, but I really like it. So we're going to put that back. I already have a bronzer pulled. So let's put this one back. This is the Butter Bronzer by Physician Formula. I love it. But it used to be my favorite, and I've gotten some good ones in rotation here lately, bronzers, and it's not really my favorite anymore, but it's still good. I want to put up this Bare Minerals Gen Nude Blush. It's in Bellini Brunch. I really like it. I'm not like a corally person, but this gives me like a corally color that isn't like, oh my gosh, I got coral on my face. So we're going to put this one up. And then I've been looking at this one for a while. I love these Tarte blushes. They're like a neutral nude color. Neutral color, probably more of the word I'm looking for. This is in Party. I'm going to pull this one. And then for highlight last week, I ended up pulling my Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops. You guys know I pull these whenever I wear shorts. I mix 1 drop of this in with lotion for each leg. 1 drop for each leg. Love it. And I use this Tarte highlighter in Exposed. It's not my favorite. I did get this for free, so I will be keeping it. I liked using it for the inner corner this week just because those palettes didn't have that. So when you see me put those looks on the screen, the inner corner color was this. I'm gonna put that one back. And then let's see. Hold on, let me get the palette. I don't know. I feel like it's pretty open. Actually, I want to pull this one. I want to pull this milk one. I pulled it last time and I ended up enjoying it. I just took my finger there and swirl it around. And it's like a subtle little highlight. It's in, I don't know, it just says milk highlighter. But we're going to pull this one. I haven't pulled that one in a while too, so I like that I'm doing that. And that's all for this drawer. The drawer, we had a lot going on last week, so let's go ahead and jump in. This Jelly Much Shadow, it's the blue one and Just Your Voice. I'll put the look on the screen right now. I thought that this was going to go complete like 80s, complete like no, or 90s, whatever era, but I loved it, wore it to a business meeting, loved it. So we're going to put that one back. And then I wore this one, the orange one. I wore that today and it really surprised me. I really liked the color. I'll put it on the screen. It's not as vibrant as my other ones, I'll say that, but it's still pretty in a more subtle kind of way. And then, and that one was the Villains Collection and I Own You. Then I have the Villains Collection Jelly Much Shadow from ColourPop and Spindle. This is absolutely beautiful. I'll put the look on the screen right now. I just really enjoy this one every time that I pull it. I do think that I was trying to force myself into using the other palette with the oranges and the bright colors, and I think this one would have went better with like the browns from the other one. So yeah, we're gonna put that one back. And then the Stila Glitter and Glow that I used, the first time I used it I didn't like it. I'm so glad that I pulled it again. I'll put the look on the screen. It was stunning, and this is in Kitten Karma. You can't, it's so cool because you can't really tell what color it is translating, and I liked that. It's really cool color. Love it. It's very unique to my collection. We're gonna put that one up. And then I am going to keep in these two color tattoos anytime that I get to use them. I like to because you guys know how old these are. I think they'll both work well with that palette. One of them is just in this champagne nude color, and then I use that a lot this week. And then I also use, for that blue look, for the base, I use this one with that blue color. So we're gonna pull those again for this week. I didn't get to use this. I thought that I wouldn't, but I thought that I would give it a try. Just this Hard Candy pink eyeliner. And then something that I did use was this Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil in Starfire. That's really pretty. We're going to put that up. I am going to pull one, maybe two. Let's pull two. So I'm going to pull this blue Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil in Goddess, and this gold one in Stardust or Space Dust? Which dust? Space Dust. Oh, she needs sharpened. It's just like a gold color, and then this blue one, it's like a navy blue. So yeah, I can't wait to get some more use out of those. Been really good about using those lately. And I don't think I want to keep in any of the singles. I just don't think that I need to this week. I'm going to keep in the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. It's so close to being used up. I'm going to keep that one in. I'm going to trade out this Kat Von D tattoo liner for the Tarte Sex Kitten one, like normal. And this is empty. My CoverGirl Lash Blast Amplified Primer. I used that with the Laura Geller Lash Boss. It worked really good because this is a very lengthening mascara, so with this made it very volumizing, made this even better if that's possible. So I'm gonna put this in my empties. And you know, I haven't used this combination in forever. This used to be my favorite. We're gonna use the Dior Lash Primer with the Smashbox Super Fan Mascara. This used to be a favorite combination for me, so we're gonna keep that going. And for brows, I use the Too Faced Brow Envy. I'll tell you, since I've had a lot of time to work with the Benefit Goof Proof, I kind of miss this guy, so I'm glad to have the Benefit Goof Proof pencil back in my life. And that's all for this lippy collection from previous weeks. Is just collecting in my car. I used the flamethrower one, which was that orange color one. And then I think the other one was the melted Too Faced melted nude. But this week I really have no idea what we're going for. I feel like they're like neutral one will do well. Yeah, let's just go for some more neutrally colors. Let's use this one. What is this? This is the Kat Von D in, not sure the shade because my pen exploded on it, but I feel like this is getting close to being used up. That's a really pretty color. We're gonna pull that one. And then, yes, let's do, let me make sure before I say that. I'm thinking Jeffree Star and Celebrity Skin. Look at how close those two are. I feel like those would be interchangeable. This one's a little bit more pinky though. So yeah, let's pull those two, even though it feels like I'm pulling like these same exact colors. But I'm going to keep in this Sephora Rose Hemp Lip Balm. Look at how close I am to finishing this lip balm up. I'm so proud of myself that I haven't lost it yet. And let's look at all the items that we pulled. Here's an overview of all the items that we pulled this week. I just have them laid out on this blanket. I gotta be honest, like I'm kind of scared this week. That's on the chopping block, that eyeshadow palette. That primer is new and I hate messing with my foundation products. That foundation has never been my favorite. I'm excited to try it with that powder foundation though. I'm excited to have my concealer back in my life, my favorite concealer, and my favorite mascara combo, and hopefully using up that Morphe setting spray. I don't know, man. It looks like I don't have a lot of items, and I did this very quickly, so I hope that I'm not forgetting anything. I wish I would have dug around for a different color option on the liquid lip, but they are drying down different but very similar. I don't know about this one, guys. Let me know some of the items that you're loving in the comments down below, and thanks for watching. Bye, guys.